they made the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms that we enjoy today and take for granted. And so I started talking about this. They were the three things. And so I got noticed. I guess, the embassy would have people monitoring various media. And I started, getting a bit of a reputation for myself. There was very few people that were as assertive in their criticisms as I was. And I think that's for a number of reasons. One, the academics, being tied with the university, there's so much revenue from Chinese students. They're reluctant to talk about this stuff. When I was in corporate life, I remember at GE, we just sold the 787 avionics to Comac, the Chinese state-owned plane maker. I thought it was crazy. But if I'd have said so publicly, out loud, I would have lost my job. So you've got to self-censor if your company's got operations in China. And, speaking uncensored, being free to speak, it's very liberating. It's a good feeling, just telling the truth and talking about these things. So I started doing that. At the time of the pandemic, the embassy was very sensitive about the narrative. Xiao Chen, who's the CCP chief rep in Canberra, went to the ABC, the national broadcaster, and said, tell China's story well. They want positive news. They don't want criticism. And so, he held a reception in the embassy, and said, we've done a great job in China with COVID. We're going to cease these trade bans. Things are looking up. I went on air the next day and said, basically countered that narrative with what was actually going on.